Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How about I start your morning off with a game? Two truths and a lie. I'll start. I love playing football. I have two siblings, and I hate art. Think about it. Which one's the lie? Got it? Well, the truth was that we're not playing two truths and a lie. But have you ever told one? Of course, we've all told lies. We say lies for many and many different reasons, mostly to get out of trouble. But you could say it's the opposite. The act of lying has been frowned upon worldwide and is a great way to label someone as a bad person. Now you know what lying is. What are the effects of lying? There are many ways of the effect. I'll say a few. The first one, losing other people's trust. After people find out that you're lying, they'll start avoiding you. The relationship between you and that person is most likely to be damaged. Now you might think, oh, one lie wouldn't hurt, right? But you do it over and over again until it becomes a habit. Once it becomes a habit, people start avoiding you. The other way of effect of lying is communication failure. Let's say, for example, you talk to someone and you lie during the conversation. You may show some signs like stuttering or zoning out. It would also get really difficult for you to keep up with the conversation because you would get confused and you wouldn't know what you're saying anymore. One of the most important questions, of course, how do I prevent lying? Well, the answer to the question is a bit difficult for many people, including me, because people lie for so many different reasons, mostly for their own benefit. But you would regret it and feel guilty later on. Trust me, it's not a fun feeling. But let me answer the question and tell the truth. Like I should. Well, there are many ways on how to prevent lying. One of them is how you'd feel somebody lied to you. I'll give an example. You ask one of your friends to go to the movies or the park, right? She says she can't, she's busy, and you're fine with that. The next day, you might go to the mall or the cinema. You're walking around until you see that same friend hanging out with someone else. How do you feel? Not great, right? Another way on how to prevent lying is to think about the consequences that might happen in the future. I'll set another example. You broke a mirror. You don't tell anyone, and maybe after minutes, hours, maybe days, your mom eventually finds out. She asks you and your siblings to come up and see the damage. When you guys both see the damage, she asks you who broke it. And of course, you don't want to get in trouble. You say, oh, one lie wouldn't hurt, right? You tell your mom it was your sibling. After that, eventually, your sibling gets grounded. You're off, free in your world, right? After days, weeks, maybe months. Eventually, your mom finds out. She asks you, why did you break the mirror? And at this point, you can't really lie anymore because your mom already found out. Also, your punishment is harsher than your siblings. Why? Because you lied. If you would have told the truth in the first place, your mom would have accepted it as an accident. But instead, you went on the wrong path and you decided to lie. So what I think best of any of your actions is to think about the consequences that might happen in the future. Because one lie usually leads to another bigger lie until you're stuck in a big hole. It's like you keep digging and digging, but you can't find your way out. There's also a high chance that almost all of your lies will eventually come true. So practice telling the truth from now on. Another question that might be confusing to most of you is, what is the good about lying? Now, some of you might say, oh, how is there good about lying? Believe it or not, there is. Let's say there's good and bad. I'll set an example to each. The bad way to lie. Like the example earlier, your mom asks you and your siblings who broke the mirror. And you say it's your sibling. That is a horrible way to lie. But the good way, let's say one of your friends, she drew a picture. She asks you if the picture is nice or not nice, you could say. And it's not really nice, but you don't want to hurt their feelings. So you say, okay, the picture is really nice. That one little lie might have been really small to you, but it would have made their day, maybe their week. So one lie wouldn't hurt anybody. But if you do it over and over again, people will eventually stop believing you. One final question for you guys. What are the benefits to lying? Sit down and think about it. I'll wait. Got it? Well, the benefits to lying are nothing. Think about it. Do you get a more high-paying job? Are you more advanced than others? Are you more having a social life? Do you have more friends? None of those. Now, of course, some of you might say, yes, so many people lie and receive all of those things. But it only lasts for a while. There's a saying, the truth always comes out eventually. Allah has mentioned lying 27 times in the Holy Quran. Speaking of Islam, how about we dive a little more into it? Our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was the world's most truthful person. That's why his message to Islam came true, because many people believed him. Why? Because he told the truth a lot. On the other hand, the more you lie, the less people will believe you. So what I think best of any of your actions is to think ahead before you lie. Because trust is something very valuable and special. So don't lose it, because the truth always comes out eventually. Thank you.